Section 2. It was night. The moon, veiled by dark clouds, cast but an uncertain light on the crags of lava that hemmed in the Solfatara. My head covered with a linen veil, holding in my hands the golden bow, I advanced without fear toward the spot where I had been ordered to pass the night. I was groping over hot sand which I felt give way under my every step. The clouds gathered overhead. Lightning flashed through the night and gave to the flames of the volcano a blood-like appearance. At last I arrived and found an iron altar where I placed the mysterious bow. I pronounced the formidable words. Instantly the earth trembles under my feet. Thunder peals. Vesuvius roars in answer to the repeated strokes. Its fires join the fires of lightning. The choirs of the genii rise into the air and make the echoes repeat the praises of the Creator. The hollowed bow which I had placed on the triangular altar suddenly is ablaze. A thick smoke envelops me. I cease to see. Wrapped in darkness, I seem to descend into an abyss. I know not how long I remained in that situation. When I opened my eyes, I vainly looked for the objects which had surrounded me a little time ago. The altar, Vesuvius, the country round Naples had vanished far from my sight. I was in a vast cavern, alone, far away from the whole world. Near by me lay a long white robe. Its loosely woven tissue seemed to me to be of linen. On a granite boulder stood a copper lamp under a black table, covered with Greek words indicating the way I wished to follow. I took the lamp, and after having put on the robe, I entered a narrow passage, the walls of which were covered with black marble. It was 3 miles long, and my steps resounded fearfully under its silent vault. At last I found a door that opened on a flight of steps which I had descended. After having walked a long time, I seemed to see a wandering light before me. I hid my lamp and fixed my eyes on the object which I beheld. It dissipated, vanishing like a shadow. Without reproach of the past, without fear of the future, I went on. The way became increasingly difficult, always confined within galleries composed of black stone blocks. I did not dare to guess at the length of my underground travel. At last, after a long, long march, I came to a square chamber. A door in the middle of each of its 4 sides opened. They were of different colors, and each door was placed at one of the 4 cardinal points. I entered through the north door, which was black. The opposite one was red. The door to the east was blue, and the one facing it was a dazzling white. In the middle of this chamber was a square mass. On its center shone a crystal star. On the north side was a painting representing a woman naked to the waist. A black drapery fell over her knees, and 2 silver bands adorned her garment. In her hand was a rod which she placed against the forehead of a man facing across the table, which stood on a single support and bore a cup and a lance head. A sudden flame rose from the ground and seemed to turn toward the man. An inscription explained this picture. Another indicated the means I was to employ in order to leave this chamber. After having contemplated the picture and the star, I was about to pass through the red door when, turning on its hinges with terrific noise, it closed before me. I made the same attempt with a door of sky-blue color. It did not close, but a sudden noise induced me to turn my head. I saw the star flicker, rise from its place, revolve, then dart rapidly through the opening of the white door. I followed it at once.